The man responsible for so much carnage and corruption waltzing into the UN today like a celebrity and visiting wounded soldiers receiving treatment at New York City hospitals. Ukrainian soldiers, that is. All the while, Ukraine is now putting yet another American on their infamous kill list. Joining us now to discuss is Libby Emmons, the editor-in-chief of the Post Millennial. Libby, thanks for being here tonight.
Thanks so much, Kara.
Great. So now they're coming for Jack Posobiec. What are your thoughts on what we're seeing with this kill list?
Yeah, I think this is absolutely an abomination. And the fact that Zelensky gets an audience at the United Nations while people in his intelligence operation are adding Americans to a list of people they want to eliminate. Jack has spoken out. He's with Human Events, of course. He has spoken out against this war in Ukraine. He's spoken out in favor of defending America's borders, and also told me personally, about how Ukraine's history and his understanding of that. Ukraine was meant to be a borderland between Russia and Europe, thereby protecting both Russia and Europe. So as soon as the United States and the West made incursions into Ukraine diplomatically to try and include them as part of the West, of course, Russia's going to see that as a threat. And now Ukraine sees anyone who speaks out, against their joining the West as a threat as well.
Posobiec, like you were saying, had a really good response to this. I think he tweeted out, and I have here, after the collapse of his counteroffensive, Zelensky's biggest threat isn't me, Jack Posobiec saying, it's his own intelligence services. Hope you don't get put on the CIA's early retirement plan, Vlad. Drop the receipts on the Bidens and we'll find you a nice McMansion in Sarasota. So, of course, his trademark humor.
That was very funny. Yeah. The McMansion in Sarasota.
His trademark humor is in there. But, I mean, what does it say that, you see the amount of money? We're basically being raped at this point, giving all of our money over to Ukraine for this proxy war that the elites in D.C. and Brussels want, the American people don't want. Right now, at a time in which our debt just hit $33 trillion, Americans are hungry. Americans are starving. Americans are having a lot of financial insecurity. We just saw 3 big banks shut down this year. A lot of people are afraid. Inflation's not going anywhere. Interest rates remain high, and we keep hearing about the commercial real estate meltdown. So a lot of bad issues are swirling right now, but all that money keeps being sent away. And not only that, but like we were just saying, there's a kill list with American citizens on it. Jack Posobiec, we see others on the we see Elon Musk on there, Tucker Carlson, Glenn Greenwald, and so many others. And yet Biden and the rest, they're not going to show any kind of loyalty to their own American citizens, instead rolling out the red carpet for Zelensky. I mean, what kind of a gut punch is that?
Yeah, it is a gut punch. And to top it off, he went out there in the UN today talking about climate change and complaining that climate change caused Libya's dams to burst and the massive devastation that we saw there and with the earthquakes in Morocco. But you're exactly right. This war in Ukraine has cost some $150 billion. The United States has spent $44 billion on this effort. We are making munitions to send there. We are breaking our promises repeatedly, to the American people. The Biden administration has said no F-16s, and now they're training pilots on F-16s. They said, cluster bombs are a war crime, and now, of course, we've sent cluster bombs. They said no troops on the ground. And of course, we do have special operations in Kyiv right now who are helping the Ukrainian military learn how to use the weapons we are manufacturing for them to use. There is now talk, of course, you have Zelensky begging for long-range missiles. He really wants those so that he can target sites deep in Russia. The U.S. has said previously that they did not want American munitions to be used to target locations in Russia. And of course, Zelensky's back to beg for that. We saw last year the standing ovation that he got from Congress when the previous Congress authorized, billions and billions of dollars to go to fight this war. And of course, where is Congress? This is a question that I repeatedly have. Congress is the one that has the authority to sign the checks, and Congress is the one that has the authority to declare war. The president is just doing whatever he pleases, and Congress is going along with it without any care for what the American people think, and remarkably without any concern about the accounting for where this money has been going.